Real estate is changing. And if you're in the industry, you might have noticed things are getting a little wonky. What with Zillow and Compass, the NAR settlement. If you've been living under a rock, you probably don't know that Zillow and Compass are at war. And just overnight, Zillow lost 43,000 listings with the MRED pulling them. That's not the topic I want to discuss today. What I want to discuss today is reliance and the idea that things are going to be easier. Things are going to be easier when I use Zillow. Things are going to be easier when I use AI. My business is going to change if I just subscribe to this. I just recently had a conversation with a very good friend of mine and an agent in our brokerage about AI. And we all know that AI is supposed to be this magical tool, right? It's the newest, shiniest object. It's that shiny lure that we all want to bite on. But is it really? For those of you that have been using AI and using it well, it does help your business. It's all about the prompt, right? It's all about inputting the data so that you can make an educated decision on it. It's not using it as a Google chat or a Google search, I mean. Agents are talking about building their own platforms, their own apps through AI. Some of you can. Most of you, however, need to stop that train of thought. What you need to start thinking about is doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is what? Which is to generate leads. And I don't mean paying Zillow more money to generate leads because, think about this. You work hard, Mr. and Mrs. Agent. You work hard. You get a listing. You spend $1,500 between the photos and the flyers and the marketing and the open houses. And then you start to go down the line with some online ads and so on and so forth. And now next thing you know, you're up at $4,000 in terms of expenses. All that information has now been populated to Zillow where your competitor has paid for that lead. Your competitor is paying Zillow money because they've captured your information, your hard work, the money you've spent on marketing that property, and they're selling it to the highest bidder. And that lead that clicks on that person's name goes to that person that paid the most money to Zillow that stole your information. Okay? Because you didn't sell it to Zillow, you didn't get paid any money from Zillow for providing that information. Did ya? No. So now all your hard work and effort goes to some other agent to represent your property. Do you feel that's right? I cannot get behind that theory and that model. I have said for years I'm not a believer in Zillow. If you have to do it, if you have to subscribe to it, because you absolutely have no other option, which I find that to be very rare. I'm going to say that up front. I find it to be very rare. You have to do what you have to do. You have to make a living. What are you doing in the meantime? Are you working on building a business? Are you working on doing the things that you need to do? Not building an app with AI, not trying to do some fancy emails or whatever else AI is allowing you to achieve. No, it's about you picking up the phone, making those calls, having those conversations, that human-to-human interaction, being genuine, moving away from the transactional element. Hey, you looking to buy or sell? If you have no brand, you do not exist in this world. If you are not known, if you can't be Googled or searched or people can't easily find you, you're the invisible agent is what we say all the time over here at First Class, then you failed. You're an order taker. Yeah, I'm being pretty direct, right? I'm being pretty direct. But this is something that I so strongly believe in. You're here doing real estate because A, you like showing homes, B, you like seeing the decorating, C, you want to help people find their dream house, whatever it is. But all of us want to get paid for it. All of us have the grand desire and thought in our process that we're building a business because we've all been told we're 1099s. So I'm building my business. But the question I ask you is, are you building your business? Do you have systems in place, processes in place? What are you doing to become known? What are you doing to promote your brand? What are you doing to further your relationships with the people in your database? Or are you always chasing the new shiny penny, that new lead that came in, cold, you don't know them, but yeah, exciting. I want to call a stranger and try to convince them to work with me. Meanwhile, you have 500 people in your database that know you, like you, trust you. What are you doing? What are you doing? I am very passionate about this. This is why I started brokerage. In case you've never heard me say this before, I want to see agents win. I want to see us all succeed. I want to see us become better throughout this ever-changing climate that we're in. Dual agency, designated dual agency. I mean, they're trying to take everything away from us. They're trying to take everything away from us. It's crazy. Let's focus on transparency, but let's take the buyer agent compensation out of the MLS. Let's focus on transparency, but we're not going to populate this and this and this to these sites. This is crazy. This is a crazy, wild time. People are confused. Clients are confused. Well, I don't have to pay an agent. I don't have to. It's crazy. Buckle down on what it is that you're supposed to do. Educate, provide value, be somebody that's known and seen. That's all you need to do. And if you focus on those things, you will win, guarantee it. But if you focus on, I need a new CRM. I need the newest AI. I'm going to jump from chat to Claude. I don't know. That's not right. I'm going to stop. Pick up the phone and say hi. See who you can help. Hold an open house. Meet somebody who's down the pipeline. Move away from relying on other things to give you your business. No business is built with ease. It's not built with, I'm just going to plug it into AI and have it do all my emails. I'm going to pay Zillow, because all of that is temporary. It's not a business. You're relying on a third party to do something for you. Do the work. It takes very little. What we talk about in the brokerage all the time is moving the needle 10%. 10%. And what does that mean? Well, that means maybe you just simply look at somebody's status, see that they've opened emails and they're looking at a particular property or a particular type of property, and you set them up on that property alert, focusing on those properties. Maybe it means picking up the phone and being like, hey, Johnny, I saw that you were looking at 123 Main Street. That's under contract. However, I saw this other property for you. What do you think of this? That's moving the needle 10%. It takes no additional work, no additional time. It just takes you to actually understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Providing value to those that need your help. Move the needle 10%, your life will change forever. You have any questions whatsoever, I am here. Go ahead, reach out, email me, DM me, whatever it may be. I want to help you scale your business. And if you want to scale your business and you think that it's something, whether or not you come over to our brokerage, I don't care. But if I can help you scale your business, that's what I'm about. I'm about helping others who want to help themselves. Now, that's the end of this. Get to work, pick up the phone.